Welcome, everybody, to the Get Bit podcast for blurs, for nerds. If you have a fandom, you are most certainly welcome here. We are your hosts of the most, myself, Spartans, Far Eye TV, Show Guy Joe. Gentlemen, we have made it through Memorial Day weekend on a short week, and we're right back on Friday. How we feeling?
Saw The Mandalorian. It was okay. I feel like
Dang.
It's not bad. It's just kind of like this could have been better advertised as a TV special with a theater release versus like the closing chapter of the Mando saga. This felt like a season condensed into one, and it plays out fine. But like they made it seem like so much would be riding on this story, and none of that is in there. It still plays out like a cute Mando Grogu movie or series of events, but like they sold it weird. That basically, like they sold this the same way they sold the Punisher special as like Secret Daredevil episode 9.
So it felt more like a TV episode than a movie.
It felt like a season or like an arc they wanted to do as a movie versus a TV series of episodes, which is fine. And if this is the last time we see them, fine. I just like this. It was sold weird, and I'm like, this also didn't have to be in theaters, but it was fine for what it was.
All right. Joe, I know you just came back from GalaxyCon and got to meet up with a lot of our cosplay friends as well as guests of the show. Shout out to Stephanie Williams and Steve Orlando. Again, GalaxyCon is happening in Nashville. So if you are in the Nashville area, GalaxyCon is happening to Saturday and Sunday. So definitely check it out. Also, still shout out to Stephanie Williams, who is still writing for Street Charts, and Steve Orlando as he's doing End of 99 and Sorceress Supreme. But Joe, you can tell us what's going on down there. You've been down there and tell people that there's a lot more going on than what's been advertised, right?
He's in a hold, folks. He is in a hold.
As Bama says, so wait for Disney Plus.
I mean, it'll probably be on there. I don't think it's going to be on there anytime soon. Like, if you need a reason to go to the movies, it's a valid reason. It's just like, originally they were just like, yeah, if you watched the first 3 seasons of the show and Boba Fett and Ahsoka season 1, all of it leads here. It's like, but it doesn't. It's still a good thing, but like, you sent me in here for a good thing, but with all the wrong reasons, if that makes sense.
So while waiting for Joe, so is it just do they oversell it too much as far as what we thought we might see?
They sold it weird. Like, it's a good film for what it is and what it contains with a solid contained story. But like, you sent me in here thinking I was gonna like see cameos and other stuff, and it's very much just a calm Mando story and Grogu and kind of showing how far they've come. But nothing that like says, oh yeah, remember this, or here's this reference or that. Like, so a little stuff here and there from some stuff here and there from other projects, but nothing to the point that like the way they were advertising it, like this literally you could have taken the old school approach of you saw them on TV, go see them on the big screen, and just left it at that.
And I mean, but like Tafara said, Bama, it still might be worth watching. I know a lot of people that said, I know a lot of our podcasting brethren out there did see it, and they kind of echoed Tafara's statements. It wasn't what they thought it was, but still might be worth go seeing. But outside that, as waiting for Joe to come back, yes, about GalaxyCon. He was mentioning to us before we went live, there was a lot more people there than were advertised. For example, if you're a Power Ranger fan, Austin St. John is there. Again, selling coffee. Oh, there's Joe. So, Joe, you hear us?
Yep, everything just decided to die over on Streamlab again.
All right. So, Joe, I was just telling people because you just came from GalaxyCon, just as far as who you saw there, and that you were saying there was a lot more people there that was advertised. So, let us know what's down there since you've already been down there and been on a look around.
Heat and humidity, because all of the local talent is outside.
Oh, dang! Ooh. And it was 80. It was 84, 85 today.
Raining in 80. I might as well have been back in Tallahassee.
Dang. muggy heat at that. Muggy swelp heat. I forgot it was outside.
Oh, and I'm in full Ghostbuster gear too. Keep in mind, I'm the one with the black uniform, so it's. I could have been like, I could have done a cosplay of Akuma with as much steam coming off of me as I'm just walking around the place. That was either steam or stink lines. I'm not sure which.
And you had full gear on and black, and it was for all those that haven't been to Middle Tennessee. We have Mother Nature can't decide if she wants to be raining or if she just wants to be hot. So she said, "Why not both?" So it's been a muggy time for us, and I didn't think of the fact that GalaxyCon was outside. But go ahead.
Yeah. No, like going and chilling with some people. I think Shadow's still there because he wants to do like the 18+ stuff that they got going on.
I'm sorry.
I think. I didn't want to hear him. I had asked him for a ride, and then it was like, no, he probably wants to stay. So I just drove myself. I got lucky. I went there early enough into where they didn't care about parking at that moment. But no, I got to meet quite a few people. It was very nice. I got to go back tomorrow and get some stuff signed. If you look on my Instagram right now, I got a picture with Armin Shimmerman, also known as Quark from Deep Space Nine, but I'm also a huge DS9 fan, so that was very exciting for me.
I didn't think he would be there. That's all I was like, you lucky duck.
Oh, no, it's a giant DS9 thing. It's him, Nana Visitor, who was Kira in Deep Space Nine, Denise Crosby, who was not part of Deep Space Nine, but she was the female security officer in TNG for season 1 and 2. And then the lady that was Jadzia Dax was also there.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
I was trying to hurry and get your social media, but apparently Elon's internet said no. But we'll get those pictures momentarily. But yeah, that being said, like I said, guys, if you are in the Middle Tennessee area, definitely do check them out. As it is going on Saturday and Sunday. But let's get to the meat of the bones. We do got trailers to go through and react to. Well, we might as well start with the one that a certain ex-showrunner, I was going to say screenwriter, an ex-showrunner can't wait to be tweeting off of this one. This actually came out a little bit earlier this week. We did see this teaser trailer for the second season of X-Men 97. If you haven't seen it, here it is.
It's hard to believe what's not waiting for me. Someone I lost. Someone special.
The X-Men are scattered through time. In the past, from the start of Apocalypse's reign, to the future at the height of his rule.
The X-Men. I must strike them at their most vulnerable. The 1990s.
Jeez, could have at least bought me a drink first.
I'm digging the theme.
Get the X-Men back.
Black Man to the rescue.
To the 90s.
You fight a battle that cannot be won. Against the dawn of an age that cannot be stopped.
This isn't just about us. It's about everyone we've lost.
From the beginning of time to the reaches of tomorrow.
Deadpool?
More speaking Deadpool.
We stand together right here, right now. I believe in the X-Men. We're back, baby.
And so is his medal.
Right. For all those, that was the trailer for X-Men 97 Season 2. As you can see, we'll be streaming July 1st. on Disney Plus, as I couldn't remember words. What else is there to say about this outside of
I can't sympathize with Rogue for like an instant in this trailer because she actively chose Magneto. Even
I was
right
gonna say, like,
died, she chose Magneto over Gambit.
Ma'am, you played in this man's face literally moments before death, and then rampaged about, and I quote, "my man," and I'm like, all right, but you got another one who's alive. Calm down.
I mean, I'm fully agreeing. I don't feel bad for Rogue after what Gambit is. Shoot, the name is Remy LeBeau. The name is Gambit. Remember it.
Now on the other
that
side,
was the hardest line ever. But I'm sorry, what are you saying, Joe?
Now, on the other side, one of my favorite women of X-Men is also good. Two of my favorite women of X-Men are shown in this, and that's Polaris, because we're going to be getting X Factor. That is confirmed.
Yeah,
and we do see Emma. Well, there's Lorna right there, literally. Mm-hmm. No, I am more than okay with this.
So we are not going to get Feral Wolverine. I don't know.
That could have
zero sympathy for Rogue.
Fair. Because, I mean, Feral Wolverine, that could also... Everyone's also in their normal fits, like they got a shave and a haircut, so I'm wondering if everyone is... And I'm guessing it's going to be 10 episodes. So, also, Colossus was on Geonosia? Are we about to flash back to all failed 200 attempts?
That's what makes me think, but also they are going across different time periods, so we still could probably see a Feral Wolverine, Bama, to answer your question.
Yeah,
because, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Tafar.
No, I'm just agreeing with you. Go ahead.
But I mean, just like you're seeing, whoever cut the trailer for this deserves a freaking raise because man, outside
is Bastion? Is that Bastion? Is he back or is that somebody else on the right?
Where? Back.
With the metal wings. Yeah, you're flying in on the right-hand side right now.
No, that's Archangel.
That's Archangel.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, that's Archangel.
But these are time-displaced X-Men because that's Jean and Scott from the 2000s because that's the all-new X-Men thing. That's Wolverine from like back in the 80s because that's his 80s costume.
Yep.
Well, that's what he had on when he got separated from them. That's why I was like, maybe. So, is it possible we're getting variants here, or
because Jubilee's older, Sunspot's older, Archangel's probably the current timeline because he may be.
But it could be. But it could be pulled from different time periods, just because, like you said, I mean, I won't say Silver Age Wolverine, but close.
Also, I don't think Sunspot can fly.
Yeah. He learned at like the very end of last season. He learned when they were getting chased by the Sentinels. Remember, because he said he was waiting to surprise her.
Oh yeah.
And then he flew off with Magneto, which just looks like the same tops.
He can fly, but he has to fly like Iron Man, where he's propelling himself. He just can't lift himself up.
Right.
Okay.
But overall.
Are we going to get the future thing where they're in the future and accidentally start the beef that creates the apocalypse who won't leave them alone? Are we about to do that trope?
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying probably.
I agree. It's probably going to be one of those you kind of brought your own hell. But what do you say, Bram? Oh yeah, X-Force was on the old X. Yeah, it wasn't the old X-Men show. It was. But either way, July. Either way. Huh?
Is it X-Force or X Factor? No, it's X Factor because that's the government group that Lorna and Havoc and Forge belong to is X Factor, not X-Force.
Right, not X-Force. But
and they're putting so much emphasis on which I mean, Morph becoming Deadpool is cool because I know that I think that was a strict no last season.
Yeah.
Which I don't see why you wouldn't with the movie coming out right after.
Well, he did that in the actual animated series too. When Wolverine was tracking Morph down, he like transformed into like Maverick, Silver Fox, and Deadpool. Like,
I think that was like Deadpool's first like on-screen appearance. Technically, like I didn't even know Deadpool was a character back then. Literally, what soared him into popularity was freaking Ultimate Alliance. But yeah, I'm curious to see because they're focusing so heavily on the 90s. So I'm curious on how long they've been gone. Are they getting pulled into the 2000s or what's going to happen here.
Either way, we're definitely gonna find out on July 1st. But I just wanted to get Joe's picture real quick because I finally found it. So that's the picture for all those that don't know. And if you have never seen try it again. If you've never seen Star Trek Deep Space Nine, this character right here without makeup, unless you heard this man talking, which I'm guessing, Joe, you could literally hear Quark and everything, could you?
Interestingly enough, I pointed out my baseball cap, and he told me a story about the episode where they are playing baseball.
Uh-huh.
He said every actor that was playing baseball well was being coached so heavily because they're actually shit at baseball, and all the actors that were bad at baseball were purposely playing bad because they were so good at it.
They want to make everybody feel bad.
Quark's brother, Rom, his actor had to play with a mitt on his lesser dominant hand because he's so good. He probably could have been in a minor or major league baseball.
So they had to play bad on purpose?
Yes. He's like, wow. It was such a bizarre day.
Wow. That said a lot. But yes, that is Armin Shimmerman. Forgive me if I completely destroyed your last name.
No, you got it right.
Okay. So that is Quark from DS9, which I am very jealous of Joe because he got to speak with him for a little bit. But he is one of the people there at GalaxyCon, as you can see. I just wanted to show that because again, I'm highly jealous of Joe that he actually got to meet this man. But there are other celebrities there at GalaxyCon. So again, if you are in the Middle Tennessee area, definitely check it out. You will not be disappointed. But especially with you said, and again, really quick before we get to Avatar, you said that Austin St. John was there, Joe, and he said he was selling coffee.
Yep, he's selling coffee. Mighty Morning Coffee. Just Google it. It's so weird. He's like a Viking. Mighty Morning. Just Google it.
I'm gonna Google it after we get past this trailer because now I'm freaking curious. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. That being said, we are moving on to the next one. Avatar Fighting Legends. We did show Azula a few weeks back. We are now getting one of her fighting trailers. So again, this is Avatar Legends, the fighting game. We are getting to see Azula in action. If I could say words, that'd be great.
Guys.
True power is something I was born with. Time to meet your doom. Take this! Here's my
Damn.
You're a quitter and a loser.
Too slow.
Yeah, Judy, yeah.
Bow down.
It's over.
I lost.
A reversal?
How dare you?
Yeah, remember Zuko can reverse lightning?
Yeah. The fact they made it a mechanic. I love how Zuko's girlfriend is just chilling in the back.
Well, I mean, they know she's not going to be able to jump in on this. You want to know the funny and weird thing about Azula? Is that she becomes an extremely normal and well-adjusted adult.
I did hear this.
You were never even a player.
And then we also got revealed that Maximilian Dude is going to be doing a full reveal on Avatar Kyoshi on June 4th.
Nice. I think you muted, Spartan.
Yeah, well, you're muted.
Microphone.
My bad. I was trying to mute one and not the other. What were you saying before I started playing this stuff about I can fix her?
That's what most people are going to look at Azula as like, I can fix her.
dear God, not
give
that
you more
type
credit.
of
I would give
side.
you, I'd give you more credit with Zuko's girl versus anyone else. Because Lord, I kind of hated that pairing, to be honest.
I mean, don't forget they had a kid and then got divorced. So what does it matter?
Did they really?
Yeah, they got divorced.
Please tell me he spun the block on the lovely girl from Ba Sing Se. She was right there, man.
I don't know. Like I just know
I hope
that
so.
They got divorced. That he and May like were a couple, had a kid, then got divorced.
Huh?
Can you get divorced? Can you get divorced as the Fire Lord? Is that allowed?
Right. I mean, look. I mean, this is how she fights. Just wanting to prove a point. This is just if disrespectful was a character. Jesus.
Yeah, the fact that she's got the trap, like that's. And the fact that they give her the fact that Judy is an assist here with always in focus, like there is no war in Ba Sing Se is the assist.
Dang, and then the snap. There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
Yeah, she's in, and then her mother just looking disappointed.
Always in Fire Lord mode.
Oh no, so I'm slightly wrong.
Okay.
Slightly wrong. So they did break up when they were older adults or when they were older teenagers, then got back together and got married. This was confirmed at Comic-Con.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, so far from what we've seen from Fighting Legends, it looks like a solid game.
Yeah, they put a lot of thought into everyone's mechanics and their finishers. So even the interactions
the
and
comic elements of Avatar Korra 2017. Dante Bosco confirming that Mai was not the mom for Azumi.
Okay. Well, for all those that are still waiting, this is coming out July 2nd, so not too far off now. Of course, standard edition is $30. Deluxe edition is $50. Of course, with pre-order bonuses, you do get some support skins like Samurai Appa, exclusive character colors, voting privileges for the year one pass character. So let's be honest, in this day and age,
we all know it's going to be Cabbage Guy. We all know it's going to be Cabbage Guy.
He's got to be like an assist. I don't see him being a character like. I don't know. I don't see his character being like a fighter in the game. Like
I absolutely do. His attacks are going to be tossing cabbage, rolling cabbage, like mid fireball, low fireball, rolling the cart, spinning the cart.
So I'm gonna ask a very stupid question, and please forgive me, because as a person that's new to this, who's Cabbage Guy?
You don't know who the Cabbage Guy is? I'll let you take this one to
as my son who backs me up. Gives you the most disrespectful. You don't know who Cabbage Guy is?
How do you not know who that is?
Because you know what? Go play your game.
The guy from the original show who's always screaming "my cabbages" because they're always destroying his cart.
Okay. Because my about to be 13-year-old son was like, "You don't know who Cabbage Guy is?"
So the voice actor for Cabbage Guy is going to be Cabbage Guy in season 2 of the Netflix show.
Oh, yeah, he was in season 1. He is booked a forever role. Him and Farmer with a shotgun.
Okay, because I'm just now watching season 1 of the Netflix show, and I wanted to go back and watch the Nickelodeon version, so I'm trying to catch up on both of those. But again, July 2nd is when it's coming out. I did look this up because Joe piqued my interest with this. I still can't believe this is a thing. Mighty Morning Coffee, and he's a Viking.
Hey, and make what you can out of it.
I mean, do what you can, but I'm not drinking a coffee. It's called Odin's Balls, or What the Frig, or Baldur's First Light, or Valhalla's Respite. Respite. Sorry. I'm sorry. I do not want to sit there and be like, I'm sorry, what was your order, sir? Yes, I ordered 3 bags of Odin's Balls. And try saying that with a straight face. But apparently, hey, it must be popular because people are buying it. I just thought that was crazy. I
do want to bring something up before we move on. I know we didn't talk about this earlier, but this just got brought to my attention. DC is currently going against a boycott right now called DC Blackout. It has now been, I believe, officially 1,200 days since a mainline I very much have to emphasize mainline DC book has had a black lead in it. It's been almost 3 years now, or almost 40 years now.
1,201 days, according to the
1,201
website.
days. Now, a lot of people are pointing out Absolute Green Lantern. Yes, Absolute Green Lantern, it is led by Soldier Mullins, who is black. That is not the main DC line. That is the Absolute line. Mainline DC Comics has not had a black lead character since I want to say Steel got married.
Pretty much. You're right. You're right.
No, actually, Steel got married in a backup of Superman. So we have not had a mainline book since Steel's last book with him in.
But that's
actually,
accurate.
when I think about it, Steel didn't even have his own book. He was a supporting character in the Superwoman book. So we have not had a mainline character mainline book with a lead character since John Stewart was head of the Green Lantern Corps.
Pretty much. Even the Emerald Knight's not considered. Even when he became the Emerald Knight, that storyline is still.
Well, yes and no, but that was also 40 years ago. Because God, we're old and time moves fast, but also time is an illusion. By the way, my birthday's next week, but also time is an illusion.
Hey. Play, sir. It's your birthday. Exploit it.
It's my last year saying I'm in my early 40s.
we also do want to sit there and say shout out to Roomful of Blurs and Navy Montel and others because they are talking about DC So White. Hashtag DC So White and hashtag DC Blackout because I will give her and other people credit. They have been talking about this as far as DC not pushing diversity. Not pushing for more characters that need to be written by people of color. So we always wanted to give them the shout out because they were the ones that shone the light on this. And at the same time, DC, are you listening at this point?
It's super weird, and I'm not taking up for them, but this is going to be like a early word sentence. They are pushing diversity, but they're pushing diversity as a secondary or tertiary character. They're not pushing diversity as a primary character. Well, yes and no. Renee Montoya is Latino. So there is that. So they have had Latinos as a primary character in their own lead book because that was DC all along the Watchtower. Yeah. That was recent. But no, we have not had any black things. So no, if with the exception of all along the Watchtower, we have not had a very large, all diversity characters are pretty much secondary or tertiary.
You might cut out for a second. Give him a second. But what do you say, Bama? I also saw that video from Blur Without Fear. He's also another one that brings that up. So I can go down the entire list of all of those because again, this is a movement. They have been talking about this now. I want to say since January, February of this year. They've been talking about it. So. I was
also going to say the Green Lantern.
There we go.
Yes, the Green Lantern Corps is led by a ethnic character because right now the Green Lantern Corps is being led by Jessica Cruz, who is also Latino.
But at the same time, I can understand it. But DC can definitely do more, especially with the fact that you could. I mean. As we've said before, and I don't want to drag this, but at the same time, we have sat there and said DC has the ability. You have the stories, you have the characters, and there's plenty of talent out there because we've seen again. Shout out to Stephanie Williams, who wrote an amazing Wonder Woman. She wrote an amazing Wonder Woman, and it was a great story. So you cannot say they cannot sell.
And people were also very quick to point out that Static is coming to the Titans is like, hey, that's great, but he's not the headliner of the book.
Right.
It's a group book.
Right. And it's not enough. You can sit there and say it, but it's honestly not enough. So especially the fact that we want more of this, but that's an argument between you and a certain owner of a certain IP. What were you gonna say, Joe?
The biggest issue I have in this, other than it's just flat out wrong, is how do I phrase this? The last time they put out a Cyborg book, it sucked.
Because
it was boring. It was not good.
It was poorly written. Poorly.
They have completely shunted Wally West off with Avery. Wallace West, excuse me, with Avery, and I don't know where they're at this point because they're gone for all intents and purposes. Has anybody seen Duke? Is he just on a milk carton in Gotham at this point?
Pretty much might as well be in the ether.
Basically.
I'm trying to think of other characters. Like Nubia is constantly over in Themyscira since she's the ruling queen of Themyscira at the moment.
But has been given a storyline herself.
I'm not trying to defend this. I'm just trying to think where everybody is.
No, I know you're not. I'm just saying. I'm just pointing that out. I know you're not.
John Stewart's the primary character, but he is not the lead character because Green Lantern Corps is an ensemble book.
Right.
Steel, we have not seen him since he got married. Icon, we have not seen him since the Dakota incident, Rocket the Dakota incident, Haywire the Dakota incident.
But that's all.
Dakota incident.
But we don't expect to see them unless a lot of red tape gets moved.
God help me if I know where Bumblebee and Guardian are at this point.
But that's the thing. A lot of those characters are, unfortunately, that's red tape. That's why the Dakota incident was such a big thing, because they actually got the approval to write and use those characters for that one book. And I'm like, I understand there's legal behind it. I understand there's red tape behind it, but it took them a little over 5 years to write one book.
I'm going to mention the name and see if Will laughs from this.
I say that again.
I said I'm going to mention a name and we'll see if you laugh from this. I know where Amazing Man is. Mr. Terrific, I think. No, we did have a Black Lead book recently. We had the Mr. Terrific miniseries. But it's a miniseries, so that doesn't count.
I was gonna say, when did that? I must have missed it.
Remember, it was his origin story where like his brother-in-law got killed and whatnot.
I need to go back because wasn't it just 4 issues? 4?
Yeah,
5?
like I said, I don't think that counts as like
it was
the
a miniseries.
main title book because it was a miniseries.
Okay, because I was like 4 or 5 issues if memory serves me right. But like we're saying, not to go too far off into the tangent, but to say it again, DC, you could really solve your own problem. You really could. It just depends if you want to, because we see what Marvel has done, and Marvel is not going to do it, not anytime soon.
Yeah, they have on the website, they list the difference between like a mainline and the miniseries, and the most recent one was Mr. Terrific Year 1, and then the Black Lightning miniseries last year.
Yeah. So again,
when did Black Lightning have a miniseries?
Apparently, it's on there. It's. I'm just going off what they got on the website.
I don't remember that. And we would have definitely talked about that.
We'll have to do some research into that.
It's okay. But Marvel's equally as bad right now. Like they're just now bringing Miles back in the giving Miles comics again. But he's like literally the only guy.
That's what I'm saying. But either way, we gotta get to some other news. That's pretty much.
Sorry, I didn't mean to go off on a tangent, but I thought that was definitely worth talking about.
No, you're good, because this is also going to be worth talking about, because a lot of people are kind of disappointed in Tekken 8's newest edition, which I'm not mad about, but apparently, just go spoiler alert, it ain't Tifa.
No, Tifa's supposed to be Street Fighter.
Was she? Okay, I thought she was. Yeah. I thought people wanted her for this.
No, I'm not. They do want her for this. They also want Kazuma Kiryu from Yakuza for this.
Hey, look, I'm not mad at this at all. And I don't even play Tekken like that.
So a lot of people were very unhappy about this because of the character's backstory, and I think they're forgetting that the Michima Zaibatsu put Nina in cryostasis, forced a pregnancy on her with Steve Fox so they can have a genetically engineered soldier. Steve said F that. Well, yeah, Steve said F that and went to become a boxer. So I don't think Tekken fans have anything to talk about this dude and his history with women.
Right.
When the main Tekken characters are doing stuff like that to other people.
Like, at first I was expecting actual Baki himself, and I'm like, of course they get his crazy-ass dad to come into this game.
Well, I mean, it is a game about crazy ass dads.
That is also very true. Just in time for Christmas, yeah.
Man, I am so glad that leak was false.
What was the leak originally?
The leak was that it was Kirito from Sword Art Online. It's like, man, Moses wouldn't have led an exodus that large.
I mean, and also, I'm sorry, I gotta figure out how I can actually talk and do the audio at the same doggone time. But no, Joe, I was making a joke because I wanted to get some Final Fantasy fans just because of that, because they and me being a Final Fantasy fan, I'm like, come on, be realistic. But no, Yujiro Hanuma being a part of this fits. I could also see old boy from Yakuza in this, but it fits because like Joe said, Tekken is full of psychotic fathers. He fits right freaking in. The only thing I will sit there and say is I wish they had a little bit of gameplay, and at least we could actually see his fighting stances. But again, I'm not surprised by this. And yeah, Bam, you're right. He did kind of 86 Baki's mom for not being strong enough. You're right. But I got nothing against this. I just wish that they came up with some gameplay because I want to see how he's going to fight. Considering the fact that, if you've ever seen Baki or Son of Baki or currently the Invincible Samurai that's on Netflix right now, I'm just curious how his fighting style is going to be because, I mean, off the bat, he's going to definitely be Akuma-esque, at least I think. Maybe either Akuma-esque with a side of Armor King. I'm just spitballing. I'm not really sure, but either way, we're gonna find out come early 2027.
Yeah, this is a nice. I think this is a dope add-in to the Tekken world. Especially since it's just a teaser. I think there was a live crowd reaction I saw to it at some gaming event recently. So folks are definitely gonna jump on this when it drops in the wintertime.
Yep. And also, since we are in the Tekken world, Momocon, we have to miss. I would clap right now if these audios were not that sensitive. But Momocon, thank you, because we asked you guys, we asked y'all, we pleaded with y'all with this man, and he finally, Mr. Harada went to a Waffle House. For all the
it's going to be him in one of his SNK games as a background. I think he's just going to be with the chair bobbing up and down.
I hope so. I freaking hope so. For all those that don't know, we've been saying for the last couple of months, because Momocon was coming up, Mr. Harada, fresh from Bandai Namco, leading his own studio with support of SNK. Was it Momocon? And we all said the same thing, Momocon. Get this man to a Waffle House so he can experience what we were trying to do with him in Tekken for the longest time. And so Mr. Harada did sit there and say this, okay, I will only ask once about this request, and then talks about Waffle House. But then he gets to this. I finally made it to Waffle House. The staff was always friendly. And when I asked if they would sell me a menu, they sold me one for $5. Next time we'll be back at 3 a.m. for fight time. And as you can see, he has pictures of him holding, like Joe said, holding the chair. And all I can sit there and say is, whatever fighting game you decide to make next, sir, we hope that, number one, this pose is there. Number two, it doesn't got to be Waffle House. You can call it different colors. You can call it Huddle House. You can call it Square Up. You can call it Square Up with a two-piece. I don't care.
You can call it Denny's.
Yeah, you can call it Denny's. Again, the fact that, again, Momocon, y'all had one job and you did it well. We got no complaints, because I was dreading it a little bit, because again, Momocon being in Atlanta, I was a little bit nervous because, again, not saying Atlanta's bad. I'm just saying, you ever been to a Waffle House?
He got the true experience at an Atlanta Waffle House in the Deep South. So
right,
I'm glad he had fun. I'm curious why he bought a menu. I'm curious why he bought a menu to take.
So he can take it back.
Okay. I think I want to say I don't want to give anybody false hope, but the fact he took back a menu, I'm not saying he's going to figure out how he's going to incorporate it. I'm just hoping I see it.
You need to pull up that other tweet where he tore that guy apart because he got upset about Baki's dad and came after him. And I was like, fuck you. I don't even work there anymore. I'm not involved.
Right.
Yeah, let me see. Well, keep talking. I can probably find it. But no. It's the whole idea. But yeah, just the whole thing about, and then again, what Joe is saying is true. I just have to get to that one thing because some folks, how can I put this ever so nicely? Some folks need to go outside and go touch grass.
Y'all just dumbasses. I love y'all, but y'all are just some dumbasses sometimes.
Because some people really do. Some people, I'm trying to say this in the nicest way I can without violating anything. Outside of the fact that I need to go touch grass, understand this man has left Bandai Namco. He left. He left. He's doing his own thing. He's happy and fine. And for the life of me, folks still want to sit there and want to go back to him like he can do something. I hate to break it to you guys. Harada said, look, it wasn't my call. They moved on. I moved on. Pretty much F off in so many words. And if you know Harada, he has no problem saying that. But
he also signed somebody's Waffle House. I don't know if it's an employee or someone who was just eating there at the same time as him.
Right.
But he also signed someone's Waffle House cup, and now they're like, hey, this is staying on my shelf forever.
Which, again, is still funny that it's right next to it. It's right next to a Tekken 8 as he has it, and I'm like, thank you for everything. I'm glad you're
studio.
Yeah. So again, I'm not going to blame him. Take that. I would actually get that cup sealed, just to preserve that, to preserve that. But hey, I'm not going to knock you for it. What do you say, Bama? It'll probably end up in the Fatal Fury. See, the Wolves doing pretty well, so I wouldn't say Fatal Fury, but like we talked about in the previous podcast, there's plenty of other games. If Mr. Harada wanted to resurrect them, I would just be curious to see which one he actually does. But that's just me. But again, thank you, Momo-Khan, for getting it right. We appreciate it. Speaking of things to appreciate, Mech Warrior 5, because this is going to be definitely in Joe's territory, Chaos Reign. We're going to play the trailer, and then I know Joe's been playing it, so I know he'll definitely be able to give us his opinion on this. But for all those that don't know, this is the latest, do we call it an expansion, Joe, or DLC?
It's DLC. It's about 6-7 missions. This was a very surprising DLC.
All right, here's Chaos Reign.
Attention, Somerset. We need to get every able warrior into the cockpit of the mech. Right now!
Commander Jade Mason, you'll cut off your reactors and submit this crap for inspection.
Everything good, old friend?
I present to you Commandant Adam Steiner.
You and the Somerset Strikers were inspirational.
I've never heard of you or your outfit before in my life, but you claim to have intel on military targets.
What about a deep space recon mission?
Escorting FedCom military dropships into clan space paints a target onto our backs.
If the payday's right, yeah, we're on board.
Took the whole trip here to get your mechs back in order.
This is Star Colonel Kristen Redmond of Clan Jade Falcon. We meet again. Adam Steiner.
We're about
This
to
is
get
the
wrecked.
Try not to allow these rebirth warriors to stain your honor.
Information is ammunition.
Yeah, I've had that one.
It is not often unfinished business shows up begging to be destroyed.
What the hell was that?
I'm partial to survival, Commander.
Is this a revenge play, Commandant?
I will gladly take out every clanner I can for the sons and daughters of the Commonwealth.
I know this isn't your fight.
It is now.
All right. So that was MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries Chaos Reign. As you can see, it's already out on May 26th. And Joe brought up something very interesting about this opening. And Joe, do you want to tell people about it before I play it?
So this DLC is a continuation of the 1994 animated series BattleTech, which ended off on a cliffhanger. And we'll play the intro, and then I'll discuss how this is relevant.
This is the Inner Sphere, thousands of planets colonized by humankind. Once it was united under the Star League, but for the last 300 years it has been consumed by savage wars. Until a new enemy appeared, mysterious invaders known as the clans. Powerful and ruthless, they struck like lightning, attacking every sector at once. But they made one big mistake. They attacked my home planet. Now in the spirit of the Star League, ancient enemies have reunited. And we're gonna take back our galaxy.
With the finest CGI 1994 could afford. I mean, the grand scheme of things, it was actually not bad.
I mean, it's right there with OG Beast Wars.
I mean, you ain't lying. But go ahead, Joe.
Okay, so why this is relevant is the Chaos Reigns is pretty much like episode 14 or 14 and 15 because it ended up in the thing. Now, the show actually canonically happened in the books. However, the show was a propaganda piece in the universe to rally people to go fight the clans during the clan war. So Adam Steiner, Val Ryder, Nikolai Malthus, and Kristen Redmond all exist in the actual MechWarrior universe. They were all things to the point where Malthus legally tried to sue the television production company for defamation of character in the books.
Interesting.
It did not go well, and he got arrested for crimes against humanity because clan invader. But they even go so far in the anime to do the first 10 minutes of the first episode in full CGI and everything of the Clan Jade Falcon invading Somerset. So I am unsure if that's the same voice actor for Adam Steiner in Chaos Reigns. But they did get Val Ryder, who was the black guy. I'm not sure if it's racist that he was running the Bushwhacker mech or not. Or that's just bizarre coincidence.
Probably bizarre coincidence.
More than likely.
Well, I mean, it's a mech that they made using clan technology, and they just called it the Bushwhacker. I don't know. Again, Asian, Italian guy. Don't know the subtlety level on that one, but his voice actor did come back and reprise his role as Val Ryder in the DLC, which I was very, very elated to hear. Nice. All the things are said, all the keynotes are said from the animated series. Information is ammunition. You dare refuse my patrol. What the hell's a patrol? All the things were said. I had a lot of fun with it. It was only 2 episodes long. It was only like a 6 to 10 hour DLC.
Yeah. Which I
get the shit kicked out of me here probably.
Now again, this is on Joe's Total Justice Gaming website. This is just the first. I think this was your first run that we're currently.
Yeah, this is the first level, which was surprisingly pretty hard towards the end. So yeah, We get all sorts of mechs, new mechs and whatnot. We get like the linebacker from the last, from the Wolves of Tucade DLC. You can see me running for my life right here. Because Malthus is dropped in on the field and whatnot.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's Val Ryder right there. There's his bushwhacker running across the screen.
Huh. And then there's a drop off.
Yeah, there's a drop ship. It's mostly light mechs. But no, this was a very fun thing. Like I said, this really did shock me because I was thinking it was going to go more into the assassination of Melissa Steiner and what the Jade Falcons are doing with Clan Wolf, because that's what's supposed to be coming up next.
Yeah.
But I did not have in my bingo card, let's revisit the cartoon from the 90s as DLC. That like really, really made me happy.
Nice. Cool. Well, for all those, like I said before, Joe is currently playing Chaos Reign on Total Justice Gaming right now. So if you're not aware of it, because again, we couldn't play the audio because we're not sure how YouTube feels about certain things. So that's the reason why we muted it. But Joe does have commentary on it, so definitely check him out there. When are you gonna be streaming that again, Joe, for Chaos Reigns, or did you finish it?
No, I finished. I'm going back to South of Midnight.
Okay, cool. Which is also available.
Chapter 7 or 8. I just got done with Bunny's summer home.
Okay.
Oh, so you're about to get okay. Let me show you.
You're like halfway through the game now.
Yeah.
I'm going after the spider yarn lady.
Oh yeah, so you're not too far off. So, but again, like we said, check out Joe at Total Justice Gaming for Chaos Reigns and South of Midnight. If you haven't played South of Midnight, you really should. So again, we try to show some indie gameplay, indie games that are coming out, especially with next week, with the Xbox development, with the rumor state of, well, not rumor state of play. Sony has confirmed their state of play, and I think there's a summer of games, and we're not too far off from that happening as well. So next week's going to be interesting. But that being said, there have been some indie game releases that have been coming out. This one is the demo trailer for Xhen Shattered Legacy. If you like up top Sifu gameplay, this is definitely up your alley. But here's the trailer.
Oh, so this is fully analog gameplay.
Masters of army, once upon a time, days of conquest, now far behind. Strokes of brush, calms the troubled mind. Peaceful times drops the hero's cry. A harrowing voice from far beneath disturbs the peace to the middle of the beat. Slipping sanity too proud to agree. The hope is to save the world for me. I made brothers and bump into nemesis. What's good of a hero in a time of peace? I must step my grounds and ability to sacrifice my life for legacy.
Okay, so that was Xhen Shattered Legacy out on Steam. The demo is out right now. The reason why, number one, this got me was the gameplay itself. But if you haven't paid attention, the soundtrack is giving you Afro Samurai, Afro.
Yeah, whoever worked on the soundtrack for that, bravo to you. I'm listening. I'm hooked. Good way of keeping everyone's attention.
But yes,
the only thing that worries me is half the controllers made to get damn stick drift. So this being a fully analog game.
Now I will say this: ever since I invested in some, I'll say those controllers because they're not we're not being sponsored by them, but I would like to be. GameSir controllers, they're legit. Okay. Those GameSir controllers are definitely anti-stick drift, and I've put mine through its paces. But getting back to Xhen Shattered Legacy, it is a Steam game. Like I said, demo is out available right now. I want to play the demo. I'm actually downloading it. I'm actually downloading so I can play it on my PC later. But like I said, it's up top. It does give Sifu Hades gameplay. So if you played Hades or Hades 2, this is definitely gonna be up your alley. And like I said, the soundtrack is fire. The soundtrack, if anything, I was like, I almost want to sit there and say, was RZA involved? Because I'm starting to get those. I get Wu-Tang vibes from it. I'm not gonna lie.
Very much so.
But outside of that, I mean, what do y'all guys think?
I mean, it's an interesting concept. I mean, not exactly top down, but kind of that angle view. Interesting play style. But I'm also curious to how the combos and whatnot work with just your analog sticks being the main control function there.
Probably how like what was that Jet Li game? Rise to Honor.
Okay.
It might play that way. I'm spitballing, but it might play that way because Rise to Honor a long time ago on the PS2, I think that was all analog sticks. I think for a certain, well, it might be analog and button now that I think about it, but either way, we say Bama playing Pragmata right now. Look, I've heard nothing but great things about Pragmata, and I think Joe, you said Pragmata was good too when you played it. He might be muted, but I'll wait for him to come back. But no, Pragmata, from what I heard, it sounds pretty good. So yeah, hopefully, guys, like I said before, let us know what you think. But yeah, Xhen just seems to be like a good one. Moving right along, we do have some other trailers to get to, guys. Vought Rising, because why? Because if you watch Soldier Boy in the final season of The Boys, as he apologized, I mean, truly apologized to somebody. We're hoping this story explains why he apologized to old boy in the chamber. But for all those that haven't seen it, here is the first look at the next thing from Amazon Prime from the Boys universe. It is called Vought Rising.
It's that thing we spent all last season setting up. 1950. Jesus.
Maybe I could help. I want to fight for the flag. I want to be a hero.
Always in church, people say we are in this holy way.
God blessed us with these extraordinary heroes.
There are strange things happening every day. Every day.
There is a brighter future. All we need to do is take it.
Happening every day.
All right, so that was the trailer for Vought Rising. As you can see, comes out next year on Prime. This is basically following Soldier Boy's story, as he is a guy who was basically injected with Compound V to become Soldier Boy. You already see that we're going to wind up seeing Bombsight, Stormfront, but before she became Stormfront, she was Lady Liberty. And we're getting to see some V experiments go horribly, horribly wrong. Again, it's the boys. I know I probably should have gave the warning that, it's the boys, it's going to be graphic, but, I think you knew at this point.
Yeah, literally none of us are shocked that the boys are doing this, or that Vought will probably be responsible for Tuskegee in this world.
Right. So, again, I'm sold just because, the boys gave us an ending. Now, granted, it wasn't going to, for a lot of people that watch the boys, if you were expecting the graphic novel ending, you're nuts. At the same time, with Vought Rising, keep in mind, there's no story for this. This is all original. There's no source. There's some source material, but this is going to be an all original story. So again, I'm going to see what they do with this, because this is another cryptic creation. So yeah. I'm sold. And I forgot that Janelle Monáe's in this. I really forgot that she's in this.
Wait, where was she at just now? Was she?
If I'm right, isn't this isn't that her right there?
I don't think so. At least I I think this is the one we've been seeing the rest of the trailer, but I don't think that's her. I could be wrong. I know she's been in a couple of projects recently, popping up here and there, but I don't think.
I apologize. Nope. I that's on me. I apologize. That is Kiki Lane.
That's her name.
My apologies, Kiki Lane. I did not mean to mistake you for Janelle Monáe, but that is the woman right there showing. But either way, I just want to see what they do with this. But what were you gonna say, Tafara?
I mean that's pretty much it. I don't know what to get from this. I'm hoping, I don't know how long this is going to run. I'm hoping it is at least worth a lot of the time we spent setting it up with the final season of the other show. And it's the 50s, so prepare to hear like slurs you have not heard since since desegregation. Like it's I see people like, I can't wait to see what we're gonna. I'm like, y'all remember this is The Boys, right? And when we're talking about Soldier Boy in an era where he's allowed to order cocaine in his trailer, like it's y'all are about to see. And he seems like he's possibly a more timid person. Like maybe he starts off as early Captain America and buys into the whole showboating showmanship thing. And that's maybe what we get out of Soldier Boy. So we'll see how this plays out, especially with him, Liberty, or Clara Vought, and and then Vought from Gen V is supposed to be in this too. So we'll be seeing more of him. And potentially seeing like whose actions here led to what in our current timeline of The Boys, as it is the last 5 seasons.
Very much. But either way, we're bound to find out and go from there. But like I said, I hope they give us the answer to that scene why Soldier Boy actually looked legitimately sorry. But speaking of sorry, that's a terrible segue. Toy Story 5. I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised that that we got to 5. We actually did get the final trailer for it because the toys are facing their greatest enemy, technology. Here's a trailer.
Turn it off! I can't. It's Annie's button. And I have plastic fingers. It's good to be back. What?
Nothing. Someone needs a brown marker.
It's been too long, Woody.
Came here as fast as I could after Jesse called for help.
Oh, thank you.
We've got it handled. Look, Star, Deputy, me, no Star.
Oh, hey, Buzz, what is that?
What? Where?
Ow.
Hey.
I'm gonna let this device know how things are run around here.
Try to stay calm, Jesse.
And the definition of calm.
That's not gonna work.
I want to talk to you, device.
Not touching, Jessica.
No.
She used the J word.
Scandal.
Hi! Oh, come on!
She's getting away, Buzz.
Enjoy the garage, Stuffalo Bill.
Stuffalo Bill.
First we were playing, and then the world started changing.
No. Oh, are we getting donated?
Donuts.
No, sweetie. Donated.
Bonnie doesn't want to play with toys anymore. She needs me.
Jesse, you know Bonnie better than anyone. What does your gut say?
Bonnie still needs us. Our time ain't over yet.
We're gonna need backup. Affirmative, Commander.
No way.
Come on, Bullseye.
Hey, wait for us.
You got a friend in.
Clear.
Disney and Pixar's Toy Story 5. Only in theaters June 19th. Tickets available now.
So that was the trailer for Toy Story 5. As you can see, guys, will be in theaters June 19th. I did not realize. I can understand the story because let's be honest, all of us either have kids, nieces or nephews. Technology is a thing. iPads are a thing. But the fact that they made a movie of the iPad versus toys, I'm not gonna lie, I would probably take my kids to it just to see what it's about.
I mean, they have a short out called like the Toys That Time Forgot, where like one of Bonnie's friends gets toys and video games, and they play more video games, and then they realize, all right, screen time is limiting is necessary, and they go back to playing with toys. So we kind of did this. It at least looks more. I feel more enticed to see this than I did Toy Story 4 because I still argue that was so damn unnecessary. And just the way they wormed Woody back into the plot here, which I feel like this is still going to be more feels like this is going to be more Jesse's story here. I think we might even flash back to see Emily or whoever her owner used to be. And I'm also curious, do they end up in a landfill or something? Because where do all the old Buzz Lightyear toys come from? And
that makes me think I was gonna say they landed somewhere because I don't know if it was a landfill or just a Goodwill box. But what did you say you found this when the friend's joke isn't funny? But
yeah, the fact that Pixar is not animating Instagram shorts is also kind of wild. When your friend's joke isn't funny, but they're also the sheriff. Yeah, like I don't think this is from the movie. So if Pixar is going the extra mile for the socials, I appreciate that much effort at least going into it. That's cool. They're selling me better than they did on 4, which was just, hey, Toy Story's back one more time, and then this is our second one more time. No, this is our third one more time actually. But at least I'm more enticed to see this one because it feels like we're gonna get more backstory on. Who knows if this takes place in the current day? Scalpers are everywhere, and all those toys would have, when they froze on the street for the car, somebody would have grabbed all of them to sell on eBay. I mean, that was the whole point of the second movie was the Chicken Man was trying to sell Woody. So,
and Woody's balding. Literally says somebody needs a brown marker.
Balding and a gut apparently on top of having no voice box anymore.
I did not think that toys get fat. Joe, any thoughts on Toy Story 5?
Honestly, I'm getting tired of this Bonnie stuff. I wish we would move on to like another kid or something. Or
I feel like Bonnie, if they keep going, because they're talking about, we could make up to Toy Story 7, and I'm like, hey, but maybe what if we didn't? I feel like we'll go full circle, and Andy will come back to get the toys for his kids.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I'm hoping, because at this point, like, I understand they're aging Bonnie like in real time. So like the third movie she's 3, fourth movie she's 4, this movie she's 5. There's like 8 years in between these things. I mean, in the original Toy Story, every time a story came out, Andy aged in real time.
Yeah.
More or less, give or take. Like the jump from 2 to 3, he's often going to college. So
true.
Like, I don't know. It's like, why is Bonnie a thing? We wrote Woody out completely, so why is he back? Because I don't feel like Tom Hanks needs a paycheck at this point. Just let it be a Jesse and Buzz Lightyear.
I want to say let it be the last one, but then again, that's just me. But
although it also could be, and this is purely on my thing alone, maybe they're afraid that no one's going to go see a Tim Allen and whoever voices Jesse movie if Tom Hanks is not there.
That's also a possibility.
Also, there's the stigma possibly of the Buzz Lightyear movie that was horrible because they didn't do the original ending.
True. So there's always that too. But
then, I mean, you could, if anything, you could have gave me a Buzz-esque or in Toy Story style Woody origin movie, because we still don't know like where this 50s era toy and how it ended up in the hands of this kid from the late 90s,
right?
And stayed in pristine condition, because the fact that like the Chicken Man was collecting all these things and Woody was out in black and white TV era, and he knows so much about kids. Woody has clearly seen his fair share of children, but has never talked about anyone before Andy. So we still know nothing about Woody's past, nor has he ever. He shows it through his experience, but he's never told us anything.
Right. So it's gonna be interesting about Toy Story 5. It just depends on where they go with it. But like I said, June 19th is not that far off. But speaking of
Toy Story dropping on Juneteenth. I also didn't see that one come
at all. And it is Juneteenth, isn't it? Doggone. I did not realize that. So I just
no wonder Digital Circus is doing their tickets 2 weeks early. They don't want to compete with that.
Exactly. But Ultraman Teo. This is one that we did talk about. I want to say 2 months ago. We actually did get some new footage that was from the live that was just done not too long ago. Joe, do you want to give any information on it before we talk about it, or just play it?
Go ahead and play it.
All right. For all of us who've seen it, this is a bit of what was shown during the celebration. This is Man Teo. If I pronounced that right, I apologize. If I didn't pronounce that right, I apologize.
戦うことは怖い。でも目の前の命を守りたい。
So I'm guessing this is the MC voicing over everything?
Yes.
Okay.
新番組ウルトラマンテオ。
I still find it so weird that this version of Ultraman is basically just Superman.
Is he supposed to be coming from that Ultra planet in the movie we watched?
No, this is a different. He comes from a different planet, but his planet got destroyed, and he fled to Earth.
Interesting.
Now he's fighting. Because he doesn't want to fight. He had some very interesting casting announcements too.
名神大学獣医学部。動物たちと心を通わせ、穏やかな日々を送れるように。ここで獣医を目指す。
It's very like lighthearted early Pokemon adventure themes.
そして出会いも。
Or Smash Bros.
天文研究会。
入会希望。
天文研究会のメンバーはユニークな人たちばっかり。風間エマさん。
Are we introducing characters or the actors that are portraying them?
No, we're introducing characters.
Okay.
This is the supporting cast.
I figured. I don't know if he's giving like their actor names or their real names in these.
A large majority of these people, this is their first role.
Interesting. I mean, good for them. I feel like being in an Ultraman show is like being in a Ranger show. Even if you don't do much after that, folks will still want to see you again.
元レスキュー隊員で面倒見がいいお兄さん。
ベッチな。
その子はプチ怪獣プッチ。無邪気な。
Here's the monster for the thing.
宇宙怪獣が現れた日に出会い、いろいろあって天文研究会でかくまうことになった。まだ何か秘めた能力があるみたいだけど、可愛い友達だ。このプッチや怪獣に興味を持つ人たちもいる。志賀京子さん。世界中の確認事件を調査する。
These are government forces this time, the UTTF.
Yeah.
Which, let me guess, Ultra Terrestrial Task Force.
Probably.
怪獣の研究にワクワクしている。
ドーパミンが出まくりです。
平和だったはずの地球に怪獣が現れた。みんなの命を守りたい。このテオクリスタルの光が巨大化すれば。
Is the entire cast like voicing this over?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm hearing multiple people laugh. Oh, he's a blue Ultraman.
He's a blue Ultraman, so he's a speedy boy. So he apparently changes color, and then it all like.
Oh yeah, because he was red and now he's green, purple, yeah.
And then once he discharges the energy, he turns back to blue.
All right, that's actually an interesting concept. I'm cool with this. Astro Donuts.
That's the name of the band for the opening.
I figured.
So that one woman in the suit, that was Gogo Yubari from Kill Bill.
Wait, who did she play in Kill Bill again?
Gogo.
Sorry,
I missed the whole...
Wasn't she the one with the chain with the
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah. Oh, she grew up. Okay. So that was Ultraman Teo. That was literally the voice actors that were actually a part of it. I was listening to a little bit, Joe. So in this case, you say he's kind of like a Superman character, and I did hear the part about him as far as how he absorbs energy changes his suit, which I did see that. I thought that was pretty cool too.
Yeah, so he powers up his energy and it changes the thing. So yellow is his beam, light blue is his darts, purple is like energy discs. It looks like silver is the shield.
Okay.
And then I don't know if I saw what red did, but he's blue, so that usually means he's a speed-based Ultraman.
Gotcha. And this is starting
July 4th.
Okay, so
at 9 in the morning.
Oh, so yeah, Will Cat. I want to see. I kind of want to give this a shot because
I mean, it's more than likely just going to be simultaneously simulcasted like the last couple of Ultramans.
Okay. I still want to definitely see about this. But yeah, that just looks pretty freaking cool. So, we're not gonna do Modern Warfare 4 just because the trailer really doesn't show a lot. And honestly, how can I put this ever so nicely?
We're not feeling it.
It's not. It's still it's still a cash grab, and I say it's a cash grab because the story. The reason why, and I'm the one that said it, I liked the Modern Warfare rebooted story.
Guys, I am wrong about that woman. So she did play in a U.S. movie. She was Yukiko in the Wolverine.
Oh, okay.
And she also played in Arrow, Tatsu Yamashiro, which means she was Katana.
She was, yeah.
And then she was the red-robed geisha in the Scarlett Johansson Ghost in the Shell. So she was the geisha bot in the opening of the movie.
Okay.
Good to know. But no, with Modern Warfare, I'm just going to be honest with 4. The story has gotten so weird that I'm going to be honest, playing the trailer would make no sense.
I mean, I thought the trailer was okay with a Korean somewhat civil war, since I mean there's a North and a South, but the fact that they're finally at it, and Captain Price going rogue was interesting. I just hope we don't kill him off because.
But that's where I'm just. It's okay. I know a lot of people are going to be swearing their heads. Maybe it's best that I do play it. And
yeah, because we'll show. Apparently, I think the trailer's cool, but apparently, them last 10 seconds is what has people up in arms about it.
Yeah. So yeah, let me just do that because trying to explain it might not go over as well as actually showing it. So this is the trailer for Modern Warfare 4.
10 mics, and your asses better be in formation north of the stadium.
Orders are anytime, any place.
Sergeant J, keep your scouts in line.
Can we make a pit stop at the Komatu? The new guy is low on rations.
Congrats, guys.
Who's that, a K-pop star?
The new supreme leader of North Korea.
No shit. I mean, that dude looks younger than I am.
You guys heard that?
Oh, okay. Full-scale assault.
작전 개시, 요시 종료.
So we're in Korea or Japan?
I don't know. I was kind of all in on the whole Asian style focused COD story, and then Price is apparently working himself in here somehow.
Also, when the thing started, and he looked up, I half expected to see a kaiju.
Engagement now.
And now we're in Paris.
Save that for Warzone.
The kind we deny exists.
You do what you need to. Because you know I will.
대반자를 찾아내라. 마을을 불태워서라도.
This is Korea.
Yeah. I'm guessing Price will be doing like stealth missions.
We are not ready. We could all die tonight. We don't even get a choice.
You broke a lot of rules, Price. No more rules.
Yeah, like I don't want to see Price die, but also don't tell me you brought back Ghost just to kill him again. Like,
and that's the problem I have. Okay, so really quickly, to Joe's credit, yes, this is basically going to be based off in Korea going back to the U.S. This is also following what happened in Modern Warfare 3, where Price literally kills Anderson. So he actually kidnaps Secretary of Defense and 86 him. That's what makes him a wanted man. That's why he's no longer leading the 141. Ghost is now leading the 141, and his mission is to basically capture Price, because Price is now considered an enemy of the state. Hence why a lot of people saw, like you said, Tafari, saw the last 10 seconds and was like, Ghost would never fight Price. Keep forgetting, Ghost is a freaking soldier. He follows orders to a T. I mean, if you played Modern Warfare 3, you saw how quickly Ghost was like, all right, he didn't question anything. Price questioned everything. So, again, this is why I say I'm not, don't get me wrong, I'm not completely sold on Modern Warfare, because I keep on saying this every year. I care less. Yes, Price is British. Yes, Bama, Price is British.
Yeah.
He's SAS. He's British. But the thing that always bothered me about Modern Warfare, for the longest time, you never focused on the main campaign. It's always been multiplayer, Zombie Town, and that's it. It was only not until the recent Modern Warfare, that was what, 5-6 years ago, that she turned around and sat there and said, you know what? Maybe we need to work on the story. And do not get me wrong, Modern Warfare 1 through 3 stories were freaking great. Yeah. And now we're getting to Modern Warfare's campaign. I'm like, I'm not feeling turning Price into Sam Fisher from Splinter Cell. I'm not getting that. I mean,
it could be a fake out. They fight and become friends, and no one has to die, which is perfectly fine. It's just weird to see it come full circle with, Modern Warfare 4, when the original Call of Duty 4 was Modern Warfare, and now here we are in a whole rebooted franchise.
Right.
If you say Modern Warfare 1, 2, or 3, there are 6 different games you could be referencing.
And that's the thing I'm not getting. Now, of course, this does come out October 23. The DMZ will actually have a first look at June 7th. Again, this is all within the same week that everybody seems to be having their releases or showings or things of that nature. So, again, take it how you will. Like I said before, I enjoyed Modern Warfare 1 through 4. I even enjoyed the latest Black Ops and Cold War, which I thought were great campaign stories. But like I said before, I'm not feeling this one. I mean, my mind, you can probably change my mind. Sometime down the line, I'm just not seeing it. But that's just me. Because again, Call of Duty already has ridiculous pricing. Their storages limits are insane. But GTA 6 may outbeat them, if you believe the rumors, if we're going to see anything about that. If you're waiting for GTA 6, that is. But moving right along, guys, a little bit of news before we get to our comic reviews. Again, this is kind of we knew we saw this coming. Sebastian Stan confirming he'll play Two-Face in the Batman Part 2. Filming is beginning to set in London. It's kind of we knew. There was no, don't get me wrong about Sebastian Stan. He has a great range, but let's be honest, fellas. The moment we knew he was casting the Batman, we knew what he was already going to be.
It makes sense. He played a damaged, split personality super soldier. Now he's getting to play a Harvey Dent. So seeing his descent into madness, and I believe I think his wife is playing a pivotal role in this movie as well.
Yeah.
So
his wife's in the role too.
A Mrs. Dent will be a pivotal part of this film, and I'm curious to see how that plays out.
Yeah. But again, it's one of those things where we called it. You could sit there and say otherwise, but yeah.
I was hoping he was going to play Robin, so we have two 40-year-olds trying to play Robin.
I'd be a young. I mean, he could pull. I mean, yeah, he could. He could. I can't argue that.
I mean, I could definitely see him being Nightwing.
Yeah, I could too. PlayStation Plus Essentials for June 2026. 3 games that are up for grabs: Grounded Fully Yoked Edition, Nickelodeon R-Star Brawl 2, and Warhammer 40,000 Darktide. I will tell you off the bat about Warhammer 40,000 Darktide. It does play like a 3-man fire team. This is more of the first-person shooter for Darktide. So if you ever want to jump into Warhammer 40K, but not the heavy side, this is a nice introduction. I would heavily recommend it. Fellas, either one of us ever played Grounded or Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2?
Neither of those. I might finally get into Warhammer, so this would be a good entry point for me. I just know the easiest upgrade for All-Star Brawl 2 is more characters and actually having voice actors.
All right.
I would say if you're going to start Warhammer, do the 2 Space Marine games. They're very welcoming to new players.
True. Okay. Space Marine 1 and 2 are very welcoming, but Darktide is definitely for more of the shooter and brawler variety. I will say that, but still recommend it. Also, Destiny 2 Legacy Collection will be available for PS Plus Extra and Premiums, and yes, your prices are going up, so you're welcome for that.
They are not, well, yes and no.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be specific about that.
Go for it.
They are not going up in the U.S. They are going up in Europe and other countries. However, they are not going up if you are a current subscriber. If you are a current consistent subscriber, your price will not change. However, if you are a new entry person, you will be paying the raised price. Or if you have lapsed your subscription and are returning, you will pay the increased price, but you do not pay the increased price if you're a consistent subscriber.
So your grandfather in as long as you're active. But price increases are happening over in the European markets. And it probably won't be too long before they come to us. Tafara, I'll let you take this because again, with forgive me if I completely destroy this man's name. Jorge Gutierrez will firstly, the person behind Funky Duck at Amazon, is in hot water because he is using AI and is embracing it fully. As he says, come at me all you want and need, but just leave my family alone. He also sat there and said, while animating with AI from starting, again, he says it's like having intercourse and then they hand you the baby. Again, this was not taken very well by those out there, and hence why he's getting all the blowback. But Tafari, I mean, is it justified or is it just a lot of people feeling some type of way?
No, it's justified because he tried to put that tweet out about like come at me all you want to kind of like disregard emotion.
Mm-hmm.
But he was working on I think like 3 Amazon series, and then he found out they're AI generated shows, and everybody's like, well, what the hell? Because this he's also the guy behind El Tigre, which is like one of the more infamous, never finished Nickelodeon shows. So when he's been teasing something for the last couple of weeks, everyone's been thinking, oh, we're finally going to get the special for El Tigre, the way we kind of got a closing spinoff for Invader Zim and Hey Arnold and I guess Rocco's Modern Life. I mean, you can't win them all. But yeah, everyone's like, oh, we're finally going to, because the whole show about El Tigre is, if you've never seen it, he's like a teenage superhero where his granddad was the world's greatest villain, his dad is the world's greatest hero, and every week he's on a different adventure, and they're trying to decide who he's going to be when he grows up. And we're thinking, oh, we're finally going to get like an El Tigre spinoff or an El Tigre special. And then he pops out with this. And it's like, but you're kind of an OG in the game. So why would you sign up for this, like knowing what the response is going to be, let alone publicly? And he's claiming they were going to have humans do some of the end. But it's like, it's still a majority of work not being offered to people. So.
No, it's a fair assessment. And then again, with AI is definitely a heated discussion. I mean, I hate the fact that, some people, some animators are embracing and just saying that it is what it is, and you're kind of crapping on the fans. So again, the fact that he's embraced it at the same time, just sat there and said, deal with it. Yeah, you kind of burn the fans, though. You kind of are burning off fans, and unfortunately, Funky Duck may not last very long on Amazon.
Yeah, I think this is one of the I think Punky Duck is one of the AI shows. I don't know which all ones are the AI shows. I have heard about this Punky Duck before. I don't know if this is one of his or another one of the AI shows, but I also think he did like just step down today and back out of these. And then he's also had some other friends who are big names in the industry who were like, yeah, they brought this to me and I declined, even when they told me he was working on it. He's like, because I know how this is affecting us and I don't want to support that. So, yeah, right. I don't know why he thought this proud grandstand was going to work, but this was never going to play out in the way you did. And yeah, it's a lot of people going like, damn, don't meet your heroes, or showing the photo of Lightning McQueen crashing for some reason.
Right. Now we will say this, guys. There is, going after a person's livelihood and their families. That's just we definitely do not support that anyway. You can support your disposition for AI slop and just the use of AI, but for the simple fact of the matter is, you just don't need to do it. That's all I'm saying. Again, you don't have to go that far. Also, before we do get to Mighty Keef,
also this man, like where's his family or like his estate? Like, who is allowing Stan to be pimped out like this post death?
Probably his family, because here's how I look at this. We don't mind if James Earl Jones did it because he personally said, please do this.
Yeah, he signed off on it, and James gets posthumous royalties to his family.
Right.
I feel like this is, I want to specifically point out his daughter, which was the person who was accused of doing some BS with him when he was alive. So I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm only guessing on that part, that she also signed off having this, thinking, hey, I can make some quick cash off that. But like, man, this just sucks. For audiobooks and comic slop.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And like we said, there is a difference. James Earl Jones had a choice, and again, with his voice being the iconic voice of Vader in Star Wars, he at least made the choice for his voice to be digitized and to be used in future works. Stan Lee, and again, we tried to do some due diligence before we said this. We haven't found where he said his voice would be. He would lend his voice to be digitized forever. So if it is out there, we haven't found it. But again, it's not going to be authentic just because we never seen Stan Lee actually sign off on this. So again, it's not what we want to see. But at the same time, again, like Joe said, and like Farah said, his family and his estate must have signed off on this. But again, it's
because they already had one of these at like a Comic-Con, and it was just gross. Like, it was like an AI. It was kind of like how they do the VTubers. It was just like the long TV with him in it and responding to questions, and it was so weird.
Yeah, it was. But the last video that we do got, guys, again, for all those of the Destiny variety, myself included, Mighty Keef does not disappoint when he explains how we feel, and yet how executives simply just don't get it.
Mighty Keef.
Sir, what I'm trying to say is that we purchased Bungie for $3.6 billion. And we've only lost money on it. Fine. What do you suggest we do? I'm glad you asked. We should give the fans what they want. We just gave a marathon. We should give the fans what they want. Fine. I don't know. Let's stop supporting Destiny 2. God damn it. We should give the fans what they want. Yeah, you speaking a foreign language to me, brother. We spent so much money on Bungie and other studios, and we not even really turning a profit on them. I don't even want to talk about the Concord loss. Loss?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hey, go ahead and cancel Concord too.
It's done. We're scheduled for next year.
I don't care. Cancel it for right now. You gotta be kidding. You worry too much, okay? We got games on the way. We got Wolverine. What else? They need more? We can't keep asking Insomniac to bail us out of these tight situations. Okay, so then call Naughty Dog so they can make Last of Us Part 1 - Part 2 over 358 remake remaster. Yeah, go ahead and cancel that Last of Us Part 1 - 2 over 358 remake remaster. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. I don't see the problem. Huh? We're selling consoles. GTA 6 comes out later this year. The best place to play it is on my console. The system that costs $1,000. We only charging $1,000? What? $1,000's fine. $1,000's fine for now. What do we plan to do about this Bungie situation? We done lost $765 million. Don't they have like the mobile version of Destiny? They can't play that? What? These guys don't have any fun? Don't. Okay.
Oh, God.
Prize Bungie for the reasons we got them for. Truthfully, I like Marathon. It's fun, but it's not doing the numbers that we need it to do. We need to give the audience the type of game they expect from Bungie. As much as it pains me to say it, you got a point. You're making some sense. Thank you. All right. I figure we start on Destiny 3 right now. We got some out in about 3 years. Working on Destiny 3 for the next 3 to 4 years would be probably the smart move for our audience. Or we could just cancel Destiny 3 altogether and just work on Marathon. You gotta be kidding me.
Or that's just crazy.
I can't say anything else outside of everything he said in that, because that's exactly how it feels. That Sony that did have Bungie, and you, for some odd reason, thought we wanted Marathon. Not trying to knock Marathon. Marathon is great for those that like it. But the fact that, again, you thought we wanted more Marathon than Destiny 2 and not giving us Destiny 3, although Destiny 3 was never listed because it was never really worked on. I'm just saying, Sony, thank you, Bama. Sony fumbled the ball. There's just no other way I can say that.
This man's dropping skits while I think is still on vacation in Costa Rica currently. So yeah, happy early or belated birthday, Keef. Thanks. And then someone tweeted at him. What did they say? They were. Let me see if I can find the original. Where is it? He's like, sometimes I wonder if game company executives watch his videos and I wonder what they think. And then he tweeted, he's like, I've been approached by a representative of almost every single big AAA studio at various events, and you won't believe which ones love me and which ones do not.
I'm going to guess Microsoft, second Sony. Is Marathon any good? It's an extraction shooter. I've played it. It's okay. I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's bad. It's okay for extraction shooters. But if you ask me honestly, I'll go play Arc Raiders first. I'll go play Arc Raiders.
It gets you there. It's not great. If you don't season it, it gets you there.
Yeah.
Damn. Unseasoned chicken.
I would probably guess Capcom loves him to death, though.
Probably so. But that being said, we are going to go on and shift to comics for our comic pools because it is close to Pride Month. So shout out to all those of the rainbow. There's more vowels than consonants, but we support you all here at Give It Podcast. Also, shout out to Rick's Comic City, Nashville's #1 go-to place for comics, for mangas, for pop culture, for everything that you can find. 2 locations, Nashville, Tennessee and Clarksville, Tennessee, as well as rickscomiccity.com. Let them know the guys at Get Bit sent you. You will not be disappointed. Also, at the same time, guys, if you are not in the Middle Tennessee area, please check out your local comic book stores, check out your local libraries, support the indie artists, because trust me, that's where our money should be going, and letting those know in the big 3 and everywhere else that you should be more diverse, be more open, and stop rehashing stories. That being said, we're going to go ahead and go into our comic pool. So, Joe, whenever you're ready.
Okay, so this was the Pride book that got released from DC this year, despite it clearly saying 2025. I have no idea what's going on with this one, but this is what the heart wants. This is centered around with, God, everybody in the world. Our writers are Vita Elia, Jude Ellison, S. Doyle, Maya Houston, Sam Maggs, Tim Sharon, and Josh Trujillo. Art is Don Agula, Vincent Cecil, Derek Charam, is that AI or AL?
AL.
A.L. Kaplan, Julio Macchione, Carlo Alex Moore, Skylar Partridge, Emilio Pilio.
Close enough.
Really? Okay, sure. Max Sarin, Philip Sevi, colors for Dan Aguilo, Aaron Angelini, Jordi Belair. That explains a lot on some of these things. Vincent Cecil, Derek Charm, Troina Farrell, Al Kaplan, Marissa Louise, Juelo Macion, and Alex Moore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do we just want to say a lot of writers?
Oh, no, we're on letters now. But I really don't read the letters.
So, Adiucha Beat Guitar, Frank Shabatikic, Lucas Gatatoni, Ariana Mayer, Morgan Martinez.
United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru.
That's what it feels like.
Czechoslovakia, Guam, and Salvador, too.
That's exactly what it feels like. And Jody Troutman. So, and of course, Master Planner with Jenny Blake as the writer, Sarah Soul as the artist, Jody Truman with letters, Chris Ankas for the covers, and Jack Hughes, Julia Reck, and Sozo Makia for the variant covers.
So the overall story of this is I'm gonna go with Afghanistan war vet. Ethan Seaver is in a bar with Ollie Queen, and then writes his name on a wall, and somehow he's transported into a different dimension where he will have a tangible connection with the Alan Scott version of the Red Lantern, which is his former lover during World War II. And then we just meet various LGBTQ plus heroes across the DC spectrum as they face their personal fears or face the prejudice against them. And then once they conquer them, they are teleported to the same bar. It's all in all a fantastic book in and of itself. It's very happy for Pride. This was fantastic last year. I just don't remember this being the one we talked about for some reason last year. Even Amazon says this book released this year, even though that says 2025. So I don't really know what's up with everything in the grand scheme of things, but this still does not take away that this book was an amazing read.
Fair, yeah, I completely agree. Let's see, because there's nothing more to that I could say outside of the fact that it is a story worth reading. So, but to Joe's credit, we don't know what DC is doing for this. That's all he gave us. But anyway,
yeah, Bama. It even if you go to Amazon, the release date says it was Wednesday of this year's release date of that book. I have no idea. Don't know what to tell you. Absolute Wonder Woman. Diana is captured and tortured along with the same person as Barbara. This is written by...
1 second, because it's way down here.
Yeah,
there you go.
Kelly Thompson, art by Hayden Sherman, and colors by Jordi Belair. So she is captured, and then in the midst of trying to get ready to break out, she is taken to the underworld because her once a year pact with Hades for her and his and Persephone's powers? Persephone. Mm-hmm. Their powers. She now has to spend a 1 month in Hades, and it just was very poor timing.
It's like getting pulled back in a Dark Souls game, but you forgot to save.
Yeah,
that's about the best way I can put that. That's why she's extremely pissed. But overall, okay book this week.
Yep. Green Lantern number 35.
Right there.
Filler episode. This is written by Jeremy Adams, art by Ig Guerrera and Montos, colors by Romulo Fernando Jr. Odyssey is in constant makeup for her upcoming television show. Kyle's just there to be, I guess, her bodyguard and assistant.
Pretty much.
And I'm going to be completely honest with you. This issue was just Men in Black. This was just Men in Black. so many aliens were just masquerading as humans, and Kyle, I love the thing. Kyle's like, the thing is like, oh, you could take me to a science cell. I don't give a shit. And Kyle's like, oh no, I know you are. I was going to take you back to the collective that you're clearly running from. As a shot back to Alien, I'll tell you everything you want to know.
But overall, it was an okay issue too. But I just thought,
no, it's fine. I liked it.
But like Joe said, it was definitely Men in Black.
Oh, it was so Men in Black. This was a really good issue of Superman. Superman number 38.
Right there.
Yeah, it's super weird. Written by Josh Williamson, art and cover art by Dan Mora, colors by Alejandro Sanchez. Prime gets a girlfriend, more or less, in the DC, sometimes superhero, sometimes supervillain, Witchfire, who she tries to take him to a ritual, and it's like, oh, you're supposed to be a pure soul, and like we flashback is like, yeah, that ship set scale a while ago with me. So they fight demons. And they very clearly hit on each other and nearly kiss. And then we find out who's been doing the extra dimensional page stuff. And it's Manchester Black. He's back again. And evil again. Because sure. Yeah. But no, this was still very gorgeously drawn issue. Very fun issue. I continue to like this new version of Super White Prime.
Yep. And the fact that he did have a girlfriend for at least 10 minutes.
No, he even talks about his ex-girlfriends. Like, oh, I had a girlfriend named Lori, and then we just kind of became distant, and then I started doing other things, and we just like fell apart. So no, I'm single.
Fair enough. But still a good issue.
Oh yeah. Very good. The Flash, number 33.
And there you go.
Written by Ryan North, art by Gavin Gaudry, colors by Andreno Lucas. This is just the finale of Flash versus the internet, the TikTok challenges.
I mean, it wasn't bad. The ending, I'm going to be honest. The ending kind of fell a little flat for me on this one because it was masterfully done. I did like the Captain Cold tag along, but I'm gonna be honest, the ending kind of robbed me a little bit. I will say that.
Again, I do love the interaction with Wally and his villains because all the villains are actually pretty chill with Wally in the grand scheme of things. Yeah. Everybody hates Barry. Like, the Rogues cannot stand Barry, but the Rogues all tolerate and are actually pretty chill with Wally for the most part. Like, they all have a antagonistic relationship with him. Like, that probably, like, if Wally had a cookout, he would probably invite them and maybe half of them would show up and not try to start shit.
That is true. But no, yeah, like I said, overall, the whole TikTok challenge story was good. But for me, I just know the ending could have been better.
I think the ending is like that on purpose to set up the next story arc.
I guess, but I mean, you built up that to the point where I'm like, really? It all came down to that? I was like, that I mean, again, I'm not spoiling it. I'm just saying, to me, the ending could have been better, but overall, still read it.
Oh yeah, most definitely. This is Galaxy Stars, Galaxy's Edge, Echoes of the Empire 2. This is written by Ethan Sachs with Jethro Morales and Roy Mercado as art and colors by Rachel Rosenberg. It's still a fairly decent Star Wars book that still is like Rey's just getting this story on Batuu, and like we learned that like the whole half the cast, well, actually it's old Star Wars, so 90% of the cast was on Batuu at some point for some Force relic.
Yeah.
And two of the clone troopers are just chilling, and Vader comes in and questions them, and one's kind of still low to the Empire, and one's gonna probably get them both killed by trying to shoot Vader.
Yep.
And he's just like, no, we haven't seen anybody. Vader's like, fair enough. All right, everybody else go search. And then, of course, somebody has to threaten Vader with like a lot of guys. So,
which Vader is
again,
all.
it's like, I see nothing but dead men.
Mm-hmm. Now, this was a nice little story because, again, it does kind of explain the story within the episode arcs. So, yeah, it was definitely interesting, especially the Cantina. Why is it always one person in the Cantina wants to throw his weight around because he's a Jabba the Hutt boy? But either way, like I said, still a good issue. Still recommend reading it if you are a Star Wars fan. And if you don't know that much about it, again, this is a nice little in between story between the episodes, but still worth reading. All right, so this one I'm gonna leave to Joe. Unfortunately, I did not get to this one in time, but this was the Marvel. I'm sorry, Joe. I'm doing your part. Go ahead.
No, you're good. This is the Marvel Voices. This is Marvel's Pride issue. This is the Wicked and Hulkling Raid of Ultron. So this is a giant family reunion episode.
Mm-hmm.
All the family gets together for dinner. These is all like in vignettes, but it's all one overarching story. So Family Matters is Wyatt Kennedy and Steve Byrne. Mm-hmm. On Guard is Zoe Tunnell and Rachel Stott. Mixed Signals is Tegan Quinn and Lucino Vecchio. Colors are Brittany Peer. Machine Learning is Josh Terrell, Bradley Clayton, and Fabi Marquez. Mm-hmm. We also get to learn that this was also very fun. So how the family tree works, there's actually a family tree down below. I think like towards the very bottom. Like way down at the bottom.
I'm going. As this thing's loaded every 5 seconds.
We do learn that Dragon Ball. There is a Dragon Ball Z reference made in this thing where Trunks is used as a verb because two of the sword-using members of this family Trunks the character.
Nice.
It's literally right there.
Oh, I was trying to find the tree, but
it's like we Trunks the guy. Yeah, no, keep going.
Oh, up or down?
So it's the weird, complicated family of... No, just keep going down.
Okay.
Like it is all the way at the bottom.
Right here?
Here it is. Okay, so this is like the whole family tree because this is technically Wanda and Vision's family tree. So it's Vision and his robot wife's daughter... Viv, and then Wanda and Vision's sons, Billy and Tommy. Billy's married to Hulkling. Hulkling is the child of Marvel, and his sister is Phyla-Vell, the current Quasar, who is married to Moondragon. Tommy doesn't have anybody, so it's one big group, one big family. And Ultron invades on their family dinner. Because remember, Vision is technically the offspring of Ultron. So True. Ultron comes in with all these different variants of Ultron, and they all fight different variants of Ultron. My favorite one is Dadtron, which looks like Archie Bunker from the 1960s, and his 80s teenage daughter, Veronatron, which was just hilarious. No, this was just a really fun, good read. You just get to, see the entire Maximoff Vision family as one big unit. Mm-hmm. It was just a very fun, cute read.
Are we still supposed to be getting? We're still supposed to be getting Vision Quest this year, aren't we?
Yes,
that's supposed to
so. Yeah.
I'm curious how much they're going to connect the family tree and potentially give us a Hulkling, whatever that series is going to be. I know it's going to be the AI family tree.
So I know that Aman Vellani says they need to hurry Marvel needs to hurry their asses up because everybody's going to age out of being a young Avenger by the time they finally get around to it.
Yeah. Yep. And Vision Quest will appear on Disney Plus October 14th of this year.
So I don't know if Hulkling will appear because I have no idea what his rights issue is. I know more than likely Wiccan may show back up in that thing.
I can see that.
Reintroduce Tommy formally.
I can see that, but yeah. But as far as Vision Quest, we are definitely getting that, but still good to know. Now, this is all Joe because I refuse to read this. But go ahead.
Oh no, he's not in this book. This is the cyberpunk super future world, so this is fine.
But go ahead.
The one you want to avoid is just the flat out Silverhawks Thundercats crossover. That's where he is. This one you can read, and you can read Mumra.
I'll try the next one, but go ahead with this Thunder. Go ahead with this Thunder.
This is taking place on 6th Earth, which is the cyberpunk future of 3rd Earth. It's written by Ed Brisson, art by Vincenzo Frederici, and colors by Robbie Bivard. It's just a cyberpunk dystopian future where Silverhawk robots based off Darkhawk, the fully android Silverhawk, has taken over the entirety of 6th Earth, and the Thundercats can don Silverhawk armor to fight a resistance force against it. We learned that Monstar is in charge of this world and of this time frame, so it's them basically fighting Monstar. I'm okay with it. Lynxio and Pumira got shunted into this future, so they are also here. We also meet other characters like this one here. She's our primary antagonist. We do have the green Silverhawk from the future. This is the future he comes from.
Okay.
He's like the time traveling Emerald one.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
It's not bad.
Good to know. And this one.
Star Trek Celebrations. This is the Pride issue for Star Trek. This is also anthology books. Girlfriends is the Lower Decks issue, writer by Ashley Cooper and Jack Lawrence. Mix Tiller's Night Out from Ben Kahn and art by Michael Lindbergh and colors by J.P. Morton. This is following the Vulcan from the Cisco Star Trek comic. Worst Case Scenario Protocol is by Megan Fritzman, art by Jay Clark, and colors by Zenon Honchar. I believe that is the 7 of 9 and what's her name from Picard?
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can't think of her name to save my life right now, but I know who you're talking about.
Something Raffi?
Yeah, Raffi.
Because they're a couple. Klingons Don't Flirt, written by Carmen Diane and Andrew Orlin, or it's either Drillin or Orlin. And then Catherine Shuda, Klingons Don't Flirt, that is Starfleet Academy. And then the other ones I just do not remember right off the top of my head. They're up on the cover, so.
Yeah, Love's First Bloom was DS9. Love Sick, I want to say, was Discovery. So yeah. Love Sick was Discovery. Love's First Bloom was
DS9.
Thank you.
Still great book. It's Star Trek. Of course, they're going to have an LGBTQ plus thing because it's the super future. I mean, that's more than okay. Oh, it's not Discovery. It's not Discovery. That is actually Sulu from the movies, and the other one is chick from Strange New Worlds. It's Strange New Worlds.
Oh, Strange. Yeah, you're right.
Strange New Worlds and the movie, because that is Harold from Harold and Kumar, and he plays Sulu in the movies.
Yeah. But overall, Celebrations is a great book. Every story is great. Again, we're not worried about Chud because Chud right now has got to worry about trying to stay out of prison, to be honest with you, Bama. But
he's going to be in there for a while.
Yeah. But yeah.
You did see that the judge ordered he cannot use any of the money raised for GoFundMe, right?
Right. He can't use any of that. But yeah, still great books. Thank you, Joe, for that. Again, celebrating Pride Month as it will be next month. So definitely enjoy the books as well as other books out there, as well as books written by those of the LGBTQ plus group. That being said, guys, we're definitely going to go ahead and call it for this one. We do thank everybody that liked, that watched, that let people know we're live. We certainly appreciate that. Shameless plugging as we usually do before we do get out of here. I start with the man, the myth, the legend, He's always working somewhere. Tafari, so you want to let people know what you're up to, where they can find you?
Yeah, you can find me under this name on all platforms. Currently still running out through the Star Fox skit. I'm trying to write some other videos, trying to come up with some other shorter ideas for Sonic's 35th anniversary. Gaming, currently working my way through Lego Batman and having a blast, which is a lot of fun. If anyone is needing something like just ridiculous and not stressful to pick up, and you can just burn through at any play level. I also believe there's no difficulty trophies in there as well. Currently running through, I think I have maybe one more gameplay left of Assassin's Creed 4. Dope game. It's fun. It's a dope game. The fight mechanics and the ship stuff is fun. It's just like the characters are just kind of ridiculous, and it's like I don't feel bad for anyone. Only person I feel bad for is Blackbeard. That's maybe the only character I feel remotely bad for out of everyone in this story. And we jump around so much, I keep forgetting who is who. Even the assassin chick, who apparently was supposed to be a guy this whole time in disguise, and I'm like, who was that supposed to be fooling? Because when she did the whole take her hair down and it's a woman, I'm like, I didn't know we were supposed to be waiting for a reveal. I thought this was obvious. Well, then she's been flirting with us for half the game. But other than that, yeah, Lego Batman, Assassin's Creed. I don't know what I'm starting after that or what I will work into it. And then potentially playing Sonic Crosswords tomorrow, since there is a festival going on right now for I think the game is called Puyo Puyo, and the character is called Arl.
Okay.
I don't know who any of these people are. I think the last one was from the Yakuza games, and I missed that one completely. But I have to go run a 5K in 6 hours, so I'll probably be on stream with the medal after that, and then we'll do a 5K and a festival. Also on the gaming channel, I've tried a couple demos: Trees Hate You, Gravity's Edge, Dead is Disco, and then recently did a deep dive with the old Space Jam 96 website, since that's still up after 30 years. So it's took way longer than I expected. The video is 59 minutes long if you got time to sit and listen to me ramble and explore the archives of the internet. But I actually found some cool finds on there. So if you want to, go take a look. Other than that, not too much going on outside of those two. So short content coming out on both channels. Just keep an eye on both and be sure to subscribe there and here, now that we have clips and short form stuff coming out throughout the week.
Sweet. All right, so the man, the myth, the legend, Joe, who will also be at Comic-Con, GalaxyCon tomorrow, let people know where they can find you and what you'll be up to, sir.
Sleeping. No, I am so many places, God damn it. Sorry, guys, it's just super tired for me. More so than usual. Do not find me at my first job. I do not want to see you at my first job. Do not come to my first job. My second job, on the other hand, by all means, please come to Middle Tennessee Gaming for your Magic, your Pokemon, your Cardfight Vanguard, your Hololive, your Sorcery, your Flesh and Blood, your soon-to-be Power World, soon-to-be Chaotic, because Chaotic is coming back. Because why not?
Yeah.
I just watched the first 3 episodes. Just because I can count them on YouTube again for free. I'm going to play Mephidians. I'm going to be Speedy Lizardmen. Yeah, so you can find us there doing all sorts of things there. This week I'm with the Tennessee Ghostbusters. I will not die tomorrow. I am going in my Ghost Smasher uniform while everybody else must come in their uniform. What else am I doing? We got games we're streaming. We got South of Midnight. I'm going to be streaming that. We're going to finish that at some point, hopefully next week. And then we will move on over to Starbites, which is a mech RPG in a dystopian future on another planet. But right now, we're just going to, go try to save Mom, even though I probably know what this is going to lead to, because how bad is it that I'm going to make this analogy, but it may be accurate, Will? In Tafari, if you've ever seen this movie, is this an All Dogs Go to Heaven game I'm playing?
Yeah, that's about accurate.
God damn it.
To some degree, yes.
Yeah.
I knew it was going there. I just didn't know how accurate that analogy was going to be.
you're practically on the front lawn.
Get off of my lawn. Yeah. So I mean, it's fairly obvious, but yeah. So streaming South of Midnight, really, really enjoying it. It's so good. Combat is a little bit weird right now, but it's smoothing out the more I power up stuff. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I think the only thing I want for in that game right now is more enemy variety.
Oh, you'll get it.
Tossing the same four to five enemy types at me, and they're very easy to deal with now.
All I will say is just wait.
Okay, good. As long as I get more.
Yeah, like it's well, once you upgrade all your I don't know, Crouton was my go-to as far as my play style. Being able to throw him at enemies in different ways, or one of his other techniques, was very much the saving grace for me.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, I've already learned that like right out the gate. It's like, oh yeah, no, I need to use him to possess things.
Yeah.
That makes this fight much easier. Other than that, we might stream some Mech Warrior. You can go hit up Joe Italian last name on Twitch. That's my Twitch. I have all of Pragmata over there. That's streamed. We got to get that uploaded before I forget. So there's that. Other than that, you can catch me Monday nights on Laser Print, which is my podcast I do for both here, for more comics, like more comic book talk and whatnot. And it's also a Laser Time community-driven podcast. I am no way, shape, or form associated with Laser Time. It's just I'm a Laser Time community member, and I just want to pick up the reins where Cape Crisis left off and keep talking about comics. That way, stuff we can't cover on here or stuff we don't want to cover on here can be covered. It's like none of us are looking at that one zombie book I'm looking at, and I'm getting ready to drop that thing as it is. But there are other books I know just Will and Tafara just like probably aren't going to read, or we just won't get time to do here. So that's the other reason for Laser Print. Yeah, I think that's everything.
All right. Thank you for that, sir. Before I do get to myself, if I can make it to my own outro, shout out to APR TV. Why? Because Get Big can be seen on APR TV. It's an app that's on the Roku channel as well as Amazon Fire, along with other shows. Check out APR TV. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. BlurStation.com. We have talked about Blur Station now going on a couple more years as we get closer and closer to the release. Movies, television, anime, prices that won't go up, content that won't go away. $10.99 a month to watch Blur Station, and Blur Station can be seen on all smart devices. You want to jump on this train before it leaves the station, definitely check out Blur Station when you get a chance as well. Also, check us out, the Get Bit Podcast on YouTube. If you literally type in the Get Bit, the GB Podcast, we will pop up, the first thing that pops up. I'm very proud of that. As you can see down there, all of our shows can be found there as well. Of course, my political show, How the Frack We Got Here. Of course, Show Guy Joe and his channel, Total Justice Gaming. Tafari TV and his second channel, Tafari TV Gaming, as well as Blurred's Eye View. You may be wondering about Blurred's Eye View. It is another show that myself, Tafari, and others are on there as well. That can be seen on YouTube every Tuesday and Thursday, but you can also find us on YouTube at Blurred's Eye View. And just like at the bottom, you can follow us all there as well. Roomful of Blurred, so she covers all the indie side of comics and entertainment every Sunday at 7 p.m. Geek by Heart, as Lainey is currently going through, I think she finished Age of Imprisonment, and I think she might be going back to Tears of the Kingdom. Lainey, if you hear the sound of my voice, please correct me. But her and her husband play games as well as review movies and television shows, especially on the horror side. Definitely check them out. Tafari TV Gaming, as I said, Tafari TV's second gaming channel, where he does everything now from an exercise bike. This man is fitness on gaming, and I am certainly jealous because this man, let me tell you something. You know how hard it is to play a game while you're on an exercise bike, and this man did it with Wii sticks. I'm just saying. Of course, our show, the Give It Podcast, my other show, How the Frack We Got Here, Navy Montel, BlurryCon Speaks. Of course, right now he is currently on his way, I believe, to a graduation. So hopefully he got there safely. But you can definitely check him out as well. Shoko, our looter shooter, she was actually a little bit live earlier today with Overwatch. Lord of the Culture that usually handles comics and everything Hollywood related. You can definitely check him out. And of course, Tafari TV And also a person that is not seen here as well, you can definitely check out Whoop-de-Freaking-Do or Fresh Press by Z for all your nail needs. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. As for myself, guys, my personal social, Black_Spartan615, is where you can find me. As far as gaming goes, I might do something different and just play some Destiny tonight. So if you want to see me get my butt kicked, because I am rusty as all get out. If you want to see me get my butt kicked in Crucible and Gambit, hey, join along. I make fun of myself because I'm that freaking rusty. Once we do get back, we will get back on the games. I know we still got Pragmata, Mouse, Silent Hill F. Onimusha Way the Sword is not too far off from coming out, so we'll be playing that too. As well as The Revenge of Shinobi, because I still got to cover that one, and Ragebound. So there's plenty of games we got to cover. Just got to find the time to do it and stream it. But you can definitely find me, Black_Spartan615, on Twitch, as well as on the GetBit YouTube channel as well. Mental health is everything, guys. Please, your mental health is essential. Please find outlets. Please find places to talk and relax and vent your stress, because whatever the mind does, the body follows. Please take advantage of every therapist and service out there for your mental health needs. And guys, go to the doctor. It's time to stop making excuses. Please go get checked properly, so that way you can be around for the long haul. There's just no excuses about it. As I said before, GalaxyCon in Nashville is happening right now. Joe is going to be right back down there tomorrow, along with other friends of ours down there. Again, if you are in the Nashville area, please check it out. As you can tell, it is very laid back. Please dress for the weather. Nashville doesn't know if it wants to be cold or hot. Please go appropriately, especially since this is an outdoor venue. So definitely enjoy that as well. Shout out to Stephanie Williams. Again, please check out the Street Sharks comic that she's currently writing. Check out Steve Orlando, as he's currently writing end of 2099. And Sorcerer Supreme. We definitely want to shout them out because, again, they are big fans of the show. We are big fans of them. And speaking of the con season, the 3 rules still apply, guys. Rule number 1, cosplay is not consent. Please treat people like human beings. It's not that freaking hard. We do address this more of the female variety than of the male cosplay. Not saying male cosplayers do not get harassed, assaulted, or things of that nature. It's just the fact that sometimes a bunch of guys see some women who are dressed as their favorite cosplayers and think that they can harass them. Harassment is not okay. It is zero tolerance. Again, to sum this all up perfectly, if you're going to a con and you see people cosplaying, treat them with respect or get stomped out. Your choice. Rule number 2, hygiene is important, guys. Soap, water, deodorant, clean clothes. It's not that hard to be clean and go to a con. It is very easy to be funky and go to a con. Please don't be funky. Please be respectful. Cleanliness is just like saying hi. Being funky is like letting me know you got bad breath when my back is turned to you. Please, oh please, it's not that freaking hard. And the final rule that I have for myself, that I have for everybody else: be nice, be kind, talk and share your fandoms. Don't be a dick, and you won't get jumped. Also, guys, we do know this is the weekend. Everybody wants to relax, unwind. Again, please make smart decisions. Please go home safely. Please don't wind up in prison. Don't wind up in jail over the weekend. You're not going to see a judge till Tuesday. Please make smart decisions. That being said, we will hopefully be back here next week, because apparently next week is when all the floodgates open and we're getting a crap load of new news, and we will cover it all. Same GetBit time, same GetBit channel. But in the meantime, fellas, any last words for we call tonight?
Hey, look, it's the weekend. Sleep is important. Don't end up at Joe's job.
Right. Please don't go visit Joe at his job. That means something has happened. Joe?
I'm very tired from moving beds for 10 hours on Wednesday. My body feels like it's made of stone.
Dang. Well, with that being said, guys, we do thank you all for watching. I've been Spartan. He's been Tafari. He's been Joe. This has been the Get It Podcast for tonight, guys. Thank you all for watching. Please take care of yourselves and each other, and we will all get through this. Live long and prosper, guys. We are out. Peace.